Hi friends, welcome back to another video. I am going to attempt what I think is the impossible, which is filming while my child is conscious and awake and alert. This could be a complete surprise or an absolute failure. I myself am a pessimist, so I think it's going to be a hot mess. I think by the end of this video I'm going to be very overstimulated and my cortisol levels are going to be crazy elevated, but we do it in the name of plants. So it is a rainy day outside. I have been trying to lose weight and lose the baby belly, but yeah, it's been hard these days with it just pouring outside. So I'm gonna try and do some indoor cardio today with plants. We're gonna be primarily out in the living room, and today is just a cozy rainy day, plant care day, I guess. I have a little list of things here that I need to do, and I'm just gonna take you along with me. It's just a little bit of this and that, and yeah, I'm wearing my new shirt. Thank you to everyone who ordered merch. First things first, I'm gonna start on the shelf. It's really dusty. There's like shedded leaves everywhere, and I just want to get it reset. So we're gonna get the party started. I'm gonna clear off my dinner table because we're gonna do the thing. Sorry, I'm looking at my monitor over here. I just want to make sure I'm centered. I'm gonna do the thing on the dinner table where sorry, the lighting is crap right now. I'll fix you in just a minute. But if you missed it in other videos, I actually sewed this big piece of like jersey fabric, and you just cut it in a big circle, and then you sew like, well, whatever elastic length you're using, you just sew over it, and then you just, kind of fish elastic through the edge, and then you've got yourself a nice little round table cover. Of course, you can obviously do that with square tables, rectangular tables. It's like probably the easiest sewing project you can do. I think just getting it on the table is the hardest. You have to like race before it. No! I don't know. I closed up all the windows because the weird lighting, but hopefully it's bright enough that you can see. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start here. I'm just gonna start pulling everything out, but I don't want to overwhelm myself, so I'm gonna do plant care for each one by one. The first one is gonna be this guy. I am freaking obsessed with this plant lately. It is just like so good. I know I just showed this, but like the little clustering up at the top is sending me into a spiral in a great way. And I don't know why, all of a sudden, I haven't changed the lighting, but like it's starting to kind of turn pink in some areas. Like you can see it's got like the pink sort of middle area. What I want to do with this guy is just get it cleaned up. I kind of want to set up a secondary camera, but I am also a little bit lazy, so maybe I'll just move you. I'm just gonna take my little tweezers. Uh-oh, he has emerged from his bedroom. I'm gonna take my tweezers and I'm gonna just kind of pluck off all of the dead growth. Oh my gosh, I thought that was him rolling down the stairs. It was a basketball. You scared me. This one's kind of starting to turn yellow. I know that I could propagate these leaves and just kind of like lay it out, but I honestly can't be bothered. And this is like pupping so much on its own that I don't really feel the need to actually propagate it. So, gosh, it already looks so much better. These are all old flowers, all of these little, these little guys. Sorry, I'm like looking at my monitor, which is not by my, oh, okay, you don't want to focus, that's fine. Not off to a great start here. Buddy, don't get in the camera, please. I don't want to show your face. Okay. Oh, I think these are, I can't tell if these are old or new leaves. I think those are old. Yeah, these are old. It's all fun and games until he takes out one of his toys that makes noise, and he's eyeing one right now. Oh no. So another thing that I do with this little guy is I also trim out a lot of the dead moss. I don't really have time for that right now. That's kind of one of those things that I do like at night while I'm watching something, because it's really therapeutic for me. But you can see, which is great because I've been waiting to see some of these, is these little guys up here. They're like spores. They like open up and they release spores which spread more moss around the thing. I'm really bad at this. Really bad at YouTubing. But yeah, I've just been waiting to see until that happened again because it's been a while. It was really only doing that when it was in a cloche. Hasn't so much done it outside of a cloche, but that's a very, very good sign. So I'm gonna leave those, and then I've got some dead leaves under here. I like to leave as much of this dead stem as possible because gnats are still attracted to it and they can get stuck on it. Hey, Chatty Cathy, I'm working. He's like, don't care. My gosh, I can see so many new babies. There's one under here. Guys, like, I cannot even express the excitement that I get with pings. Okay, now I'm gonna clean up. Like you can see there's like gucky stuff there. I'll show you how I clean it. I just take a little bit of hydrogen peroxide and I spray along the edges. Yep, that's the toy I was hoping to avoid. This one doesn't need as much cleaning up, but I could definitely still see some dead leaves in there. Oh my gosh, there's so many little babies in here. Do you guys see? Oh, there's like 4 or 5. Oh, it just spilled. I'm just going to wet the surface of the moss first. It's so fluffy and bouncy. I wish you guys could feel this. It's so nice. It's like getting really, really thick. Right, these are done. Again, not so much, just because of how dense it is. I don't really like to disturb it too much. I just pull out the ones that are like super visible, but for me, it's just kind of pointless to try and dig in there and just disturb it and potentially, you know, ruin perfectly good leaves and what have you. I'd say probably the only upside to really trying to clear room out is so that all of the new babies down at the bottom have somewhere to emerge out of, because they do kind of get stuck. And I don't really want to repot this one anytime soon. So for as bushy as this one is, though, it doesn't actually attract as many fungus gnats as my other ones. But you can see that it's kind of gotten some of them. Alright, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Does anyone know if you're not supposed to like water on top of pings? Because that's what I've been doing on this one, just because it's so dense. It's like hard for me to get water in this vessel. I mean, it seems fine, but like, does that affect it? I don't know. I guess I could just Google it. So I was out on a walk and the landscapers around the oh my gosh, it's feeling so crispy. The landscapers around the building were power washing moss off of concrete. And so I just asked if I could take some of it. It's really, really stiff now though. It's not as like fluffy and soft as it once was. So I'm gonna get this watered, but I just wanted to show it to you guys. It's so cute. And then I also got a different kind of moss. I can also kind of feel this one starting to go a bit crispy, but look at how cute it is. I have this one over by my sink. These ones were in like full shade, basically no sun at all, so I'm not keeping it under a grow light or anything, but I don't know how it's gonna grow inside. I do think that it's gonna be very difficult. What happened? Tell me. I'm just gonna wet this. Please come back to life. I feel like I probably have to grow these under a cloche. I just didn't really want to. If it doesn't work out, it's fine. I don't need these in here. I just thought it would be kind of fun to be growing like wild moss. I want to preface by saying I did have to soak these first. I did a 48-hour mosquito dunk soak. Yeah, got lots of bugs out, which is kind of sad, but they were going to be power washed away and thrown away anyway, so I feel a little bit less bad. But yeah, if you are gonna do this, like harvest moss from your property or something, yeah, make sure you do some kind of pesticide soak, because you're going to have a lot of creepy crawlies come into your house. Alright, I'm going to start by pulling all of these down before I water them. I did move my Huperzia squarosa. Oh, perfect. Love that lighting. Huperzia squarosa. I've had no new growth at all, but it's alive, which is great. But I moved it out here. And then this guy has been dying, like this little side right here, there's two of them. It's like dropped all of its leaves. I'm just gonna pull that off. But it started pushing out growth down at the bottom, which I find to be so cute. This little guy is gonna be so adorbs. So you know, not all hope is lost. This one I did chop off the long, super long piece that I'm gonna be sending to a friend this weekend. And hopefully it gives these ones a little bit more room to grow. Oh no. That's not good. It's probably because I was like using a rusty X-Acto knife. That'll do it. I think this guy probably needs to be repotted soon. It's been looking kind of shrivelly and sad, and I'm very scared of losing this guy. I'm just gonna water it now. Jonathan, who I got this from, has been struggling a bit with his. He actually asked if I could send him a piece back, but I'm honestly scared to get it out of here because this is the pot he gave it to me in, and I've just been too afraid to take it out. But yeah, it's looking a little not great. Actually, it looks pretty awful. I was gonna show you guys some updates on my trailing plants. I don't know if that would be of interest. I don't even remember what the trailing plants looked like when I did that trailing plants video. And it performed so well that I wanted to incorporate another trailing plants video into my channel somewhat soon. But I think I'm gonna wait until I actually acquire more trailing plants. I don't even want to know what Archie's room looks like right now, to be honest. A lot of people were telling me that my chrysanthemums aren't getting enough light, which is why they're growing like that. I kind of figured as such. That was like my first That was like my first inkling, but at the moment this is the best I can do. I don't have any lights stronger than these 10-watt Barenas. So that's just how they're gonna have to grow for now. I don't really have any intention of getting a stronger light anytime soon. Buddy, okay, and we're moving, and we're on the go. Please don't touch that. Nope, no, that's a no-no. Annette, come here. Come here. No, you're going the wrong way. And I need to soak my air plants today, so take these two guys. Okay, you can see a glare on my glasses, but all right. Might show you all of them. I don't know. We'll see. Floors are gonna be filthy. First one is the Ripsalis, come on, clavata forma deliculata. Ripsalis clavata forma deliculata. This one hasn't really grown much since I've had it, but you know, it looks good. It looks happy. The roots look happy. It's growing in Mineral Magic from Crystal Star, the really coarse one. And I have no complaints. It actually hasn't been shedding. It's just been living La Vida Loca. So no complaints here about that. And then we have this very delicate, gosh, an alarm to make lunch for my son. Ripsalis, why do I do that? Hoya linearis is doing pretty okay. Can't complain. This is my backup linearis. My main one is in my plant room rehabbing, so yeah, not too bad. It actually looks quite full and happy right now. I am not going to be touching this for a very long time, no matter how root bound it gets. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna see if I can leave it in here for like 2 years. I'm not even joking. And then we have a very sad Sarcostemma van Lysennii. This one has been drying up a lot. I've been pulling off a lot of deadness. But, you know, it's actually pushed out a lot of new growth. Like, it was not nearly this long before. So it's not, like, completely at a loss, you know. It's good and then it's bad. It's got a little bit of both. Oh, okay, that just broke off. It's, like, drying up at the base. I don't know if it, like... I almost want to move this to Pond or to Mineral Magic. I don't think it's loving soil. I don't know if I just like leave it until like next spring or if it'll even like hold on for that long, but I was really hoping to see this one get nice and full. This is quadrangularis is insane. It's got so much new growth up at the top. It's yeah, it's crazy. Oh my god, it's gonna break. I don't know why it's growing that way. It usually just grows up and then down. But anywho, very, very happy little guy. I chopped this one, I want to say it was like a month ago because a friend said that the one that I gave her died. And it just like activated a whole bunch of other areas. So that's good. The one, the only, Columnia arguta F. I swear it's like, every time I show this in a video, I'm like, it's huge, it's crazy, like, and then it just keeps getting bigger. So she's a star, dude. She is everything to me. She is my holy grail. She's the one. If I could only keep one plant in my collection, it's gonna be this one. It's crazy to even think that, but yeah, she's her. Also growing in Mineral Magic. Do this quick because my child, I don't think I'm going to take down those two, my Ripsalis capilliformis and my Ripsalis paradoxa. I will just insert a video here of what it looks like. My capilliformis is probably due to be put in the shower though. Oh my gosh, I'm so lazy. And it takes forever to dry. Like when I put it in my shower, it's like a full basically 24 hours it takes it to dry before I can get it back out here. So maybe I save that for a weekend, but I'm just gonna get this wiped down. I think once I acquire more trailing plants, the capilliformis is one I'm definitely gonna move into the plant room just because of how much it's been shedding. And I think it would just be easier because then like it falls into all of his like toy bins and gets all over the floor. So I just think this one would be better to put in there, and hopefully I can acquire a second IVAC for the second floor. My goal is to have one by early next year. Oh, we're just lifting chairs now. That's what we're doing. Hey, you're gonna hurt yourself. See what I say? Highlights from over here. So Monstera Sierrana is doing amazing since being chopped. Guys, look at this. This was a mid-cut, okay? There's two plants in here. The mid-cut pushed out this leaf, which I've never had so many pinnations on both sides of the leaf. And then this is the new leaf that's coming out, which is also highly pinnated. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side, 1, 2 on this side. But like, I would just not think that would come out of a mid. And then this is the top. This was the first leaf on the top leaf, second leaf. Obviously like sizing up a lot more like than this, but like, wow, super impressed. Ugh. I'm gonna hate editing the footage of all of this garbage lighting. I have some extra Spino in a spray in my bathroom because I just did my big tortum. So since this one is so prone to getting thrips, I'm just gonna give it a spray down. Okay, next highlight. I'm not gonna show you everything, just some fun ones right now. Cuprea is getting really big, but it's doing this thing where it like is growing down, and I don't really know why, since the grow light, it's like hitting it right where it's supposed to be. But anyway, it's just got this weird sort of growth pattern. But I think eventually I want to get some corms into here. I was able to see like 3 of them in here somewhere. Look how healthy these roots are. It is loving leca. At the top here, we have a gloriosum that has an God, I hope I'm not jinxing this, but this has been pest-free for either 8 or 9 months now. It's an absolute miracle. Look at this new leaf. It's beautiful. Every time I think like, oh, should I get rid of my gloriosums? It's like these leaves, these emergent leaves remind me like why they have taken residency in my house for all of these years. It's just, I don't know, it's a good break, you know, from the trailing plants and then from the anthurium. Sorry for Pudge's tapping. He always circles Archie like a shark when he's eating. But yeah, this one, whoa, look at the pot situation. It's dire. It's all the way at the end and it's coming out. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna touch it, because when you touch it, bad things happen. That's what she said. I hope you can't hear Miss Rachel. She's playing on the Echo right next to my camera. I'm just so happy to have a gloriosum that looks nice and isn't like pesty. This one is the Angry Alice gloriosum. The only thing that I really don't like about this one specifically is it pushes out, for one, really small leaves, but these impossibly long petioles. I know it's a lighting situation, you guys, but my other gloriosum is in the same, it's in the same area and the petioles are not as long. These ones have always been like notoriously long, no matter like where I've put it. They're like a mile long. I I don't know. I love it too much to ever think about getting rid of it, so that's not happening. Okay, now let me show you my clarinervium. Who was around during the era of this channel and just me when I could not grow clarinervium and I was just so sad about it? She's turned a new leaf. I have had this now for, guys, when I'm estimating. I don't know exactly, but I'm gonna say it's been like 2.5 years now, which is a record for me. I'm just so smitten with this plant. I just feel like it's one of the prettiest anthurium, probably in my top 5 for sure. It's just been a dream. So again, really, really happy to have, hold on, I need to make some room here. I'm just happy to have a clarinervium that is growing and not dying. Oh my god, please don't break. Forgetii red crystal from Woohoo. This is probably my favorite ones that I've gotten from them, just because it looks just like a red crystal without the issues of growing a red crystal. I would say that this one has been easier than a lot of the anthurium that I've had over the years, and doesn't seem to mind ambient. It's had everything: spider mites, thrips, flat mites, you name it, she's had it. But you know, it doesn't really show that much damage because the leaves are so dark. I don't love that it's growing like 360 helicopter. I am very tempted to chop off some of the older leaves, but they're so pretty that I just don't wanna. I can't get myself to do it. Do you need more grapes? Say yes, please. Say yes. All right, I think this is the last, or no, second to last highlight I'll show you. Diablo Wentz is also growing pretty well. The leaves are getting nice and big. This is nothing compared to the size that it could be, but honestly, if it got any bigger than this, I would not be able to grow it where I'm growing it. So another one that I might have to start thinking about. I want to show you this one specifically because of the cool, offshoot that it pushed out. It looks very sport like. Oh my gosh. Here, turn off the light for this one. So look at that. It's just like on the edge. I don't know if I chop it, if it'll keep growing that way, but I kind of want to let it grow a little bit more. I'll eventually maybe sell a cutting of it. It's just really cool. And the white leaves have actually stayed for a lot longer than I expected it to. But the other growth points are just so pretty. I honestly think this is one of like the most beautiful variegated plants out there. It just does it for me. I do have a meeting in about an hour and a half, and I need to do a little bit of prep work for it, so I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a break here. But I think after I do that, I need to soak the air plants. Oh, I need to cut this plant. Let me actually just show you that to you right now. I need a ladder. Here is my Lepismium lumbricoides. I'm gonna have to stand far away because it's so tall. It's so long. Like, look at all of this new growth. This is another one that I picked up from Jonathan over at Floriculture. I'm doing a very, I think it's exciting, trade with Jing this weekend. And she has requested a piece of this. So, where can I put you? Ooh, I hate seeing myself this close. So, I definitely have more than enough to spare, but I want to be quite generous with her. I wonder if I should do that whole thing or if I should do this one. I'm gonna chop this little guy for her, I think. Or I could probably just do this whole thing. Maybe I should just do this whole thing, yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut right here. And then hopefully this little root will get her plant going. So pretty hefty piece here for her. I don't love though that this is just a stick. I wonder if I could propagate this if I like cut it up at the base, because it looks really weird now. I mean, I'll try it. It's not the end of the world if it dies. Do that. I mean, I've never propagated this plant before, so I don't know what to expect, but you know, never know. Last thing I'm gonna do before I take a little break, I think for the rest of this video, I'm gonna probably move into the plant room and film either during his nap or when he's down for the night. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But I'm gonna take this little thing that we used to use for his bottles. Like, we used to just keep it in the sink and put all of his stuff in here to prevent cross-contamination. But now they will be used for my air plants. Look at you! Finished all of your pancakes. Great job. Can you finish these ones too? And all of these. Whoa, 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 that was fast. Okay. I thought that I wanted to collect more air plants, but I truly think that this is as much as I can handle for right now. But we've got this guy who, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Christmas. It's a little fun. And a little piece broke off at the bottom. Whoa. So now I have two. And then this one is probably my favorite one. I just really like the shape of it. And then this is probably my favorite little cluster. I got this one from Jonathan. I got this one from Floriculture as well. This one also from him. Like, just sort of your class. Don't even ask me about IDs for these, you guys. It's just never gonna happen. My brain just doesn't store that kind of information. I don't know why. I will soak these for a few hours. 2 to 3 is my usual, and I do this once a week. I've never given them food, but I do think I'm going to like look into getting air plant food. I don't know if it's even necessary, but I don't know. I just feel better when I fertilize my plants. I am in a bad way, you guys. It is the end of the day. I'm coming up on a 24-hour fast. It'll be officially 24 hours in an hour and a half. And I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. And I'm trying to do a 48-hour fast. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'll see how I feel in an hour and a half, but I'm gonna hopefully try and keep going until tomorrow at lunch. So more like a 42-hour fast or something like that. Anyway, I'll tell you the reason why I'm fasting. It's not just for weight loss reasons, and I will get into that. But first, I'm gonna show you who we are working on. There's 2 plants that I'm going to be working on. Here is one that I have been wanting to handle for so long, and that is my Frydek that has gone completely white. It's so funny. I was gonna give this to Erin, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't now, because a few months ago she texted me. She's like, hey, like, do you know of anyone who's selling a Frydek? Mine went completely green, and that was the time where I was downsizing. I knew I was gonna get rid of my Frydek, and I'm like, you know what? Mine looks so good still. The variegation is amazing. Like, why don't you just take mine? And obviously I haven't seen her in a while. We were supposed to I was supposed to do a video project with her a couple months ago, but the weather just wasn't cooperating. So anyway, long story short, it's been, you know, a few months now that I've had it, and it's gone completely white. And wouldn't that be so funny if I like gave her this Frydek because I was trying to give her like a nice variegated one because hers went all green, and then she got one that went all white. I guess it's funnier in my head, but when you say it out loud, it's just like you just wasted everybody's 5 minutes that they're never gonna get back. Okay, they're obviously in so much leca, and I'm kind of tempted to just yank it out because I can see like a lot of rotted roots, and I'm not gonna try and salvage this, so I'm just gonna pull it out, mostly because I know this has fungus gnats. Wow, how is this even alive when there are no roots on it? And it's all mushy. This is all rotted down here. Okay, so she needs help. I want to hunt for corms. That is why I'm repotting this today. I feel like I saw like 2 of them down there, but at the same time, if the roots are this rotted, I highly doubt any corms have come out of it, because I can see one corm that like looked like it started to develop and then it stopped. So best case scenario, I think at this point, is I just get my leca back. Okay, as usual, I have to smell it. It's not like a kink, it's not anything weird. If something smells, like I want to be ahead of it. I don't want to be surprised by it. Oh. Ah! Actually, you know what? I highly doubt there are any viable corms in here. But I have been running low on leca, so it's great that I'll be able to get all of this back now. But now I need to find some plant. Oh, I bet you this is dead. Oh, sorry, you're over here. Hollow corm. I was hoping to at least get one corm because I don't know. I'm seeing Erin in like 2 weeks because we're doing a wedding together. She's coordinating the wedding. I'm doing videography for it, and I just wanted to give her like a little baby or something, but it's not looking good. All I see are rotted roots, and that's it. But what are we thinking about this? Oops. What are we thinking about this? Should I even salvage? I just do not have good luck growing alocasia from a stump. I don't know if it was just the bisma because that was really, no. I tried growing alocasia from a stump with the bisma, and also, what's the other silver one? What's the other silver one that I had? I can't remember the name, but you know, I never got anything out of it, and now I'm just like, is that a waste of time? Do I even bother? I'm gonna cut. I'm not even worried about trying to salvage roots at this point. How am I using this? I mean, this stem is still really, really healthy, which is great. I'll probably let it callus overnight. I'm gonna chop the top because it's all white and I just don't care for that. I kind of just want to do a little life update. I didn't want to do like a whole dedicated video on it. I didn't want to draw too much attention to that topic. Just kind of keep it cash. Life. So the last thing that I told you guys was that my grandpa has cancer, and he did 1 round of chemo, and after like his tests came back, it showed that the chemo, it worked, and it like worked really well. Unfortunately though, it took such a toll on my grandpa. Like, he just was a shell of a person. Like, this is gonna be like really morbid, but like if you just saw him like laying in bed, you'd think he is not with us anymore. And it was really hard to watch, and I just kept telling my mom, like, this is not how I want him to live out the last of his life, you know? And my grandpa's always been like a very, very lively man, and so to see him like that was just, it's like something I'm never gonna forget. And so he, you know, was able to tell them like, I don't want to do that again. And so now he is on hospice, and he's doing, I'm not gonna say better, because obviously he's not getting any better, but like his spirits are higher, and he's actually like not just completely bedridden anymore, which is amazing. I am sad to think that, you know, his time is going to be cut shorter since he's not doing chemo anymore, but I do think that this is the best for him, and I'm glad that he's gone this route, but it's just hard to kind of accept that this is the last of him. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that anymore, but for everyone that is wondering, I guess it's going good and it's also going bad, but we're just trying to be, you know, appreciative of the time that we do have with him. Everybody has gone to visit. There's always someone staying with them at their house, and like my mom's side of the family is just incredible, and yeah, they've just all really come together, and it's super admirable, and I'm just so proud to be a part of that family and to call them my family members, because it's just like honestly such a beautiful thing to watch. Oh, it's so dry. So this is my Winlingeri Anton Valley from my friend Owen, and it is extremely, extremely dry. It needs a bigger pot, it needs way more soil, it needs everything. I actually am thinking of maybe just putting it in here. Okay. So first, sorry, we're just shooting the okay? There's no rhyme or reason to this. Fasting. There are many benefits for fasting. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm doing it for weight reasons, and I'm not trying to lose like 10-15 pounds. I'm really not. I realize that my frame is like, you would look at me and probably think like, why are you trying to lose weight? And I say that because whenever I tell someone that I'm trying to lose weight, they look at me like I'm crazy. But I have more specifically in my belly. I've been on okay, I'm not going to show you everything, but I've been on a diet for a month. I've been working out regularly for a month, getting my steps in for about a month. I'm at about 6,000 to 8,000 steps a day, and I feel like it's helped a lot. I have not weighed myself once. I'm not going by weight, I'm going by how I feel. And I basically just want my pre-pregnancy body back, because that is the body I've had my whole life. That is the body that I know. It's the body that I'm comfortable in. It's the only body that I recognize myself in. And also, I like my clothes. I like my clothes. I don't want to have to get like all new jeans. I don't want to have to do that. I just want my old jeans, and I just want my old body back. It's been like mental Olympics trying to condition my brain and tell myself like, you brought a beautiful child into this world, you know, that's a product of it, and you should be grateful. And I am grateful. I am very grateful that my body was able to do that and do it safely. But I don't think that I need to just accept that and be like, well, this is my body now. I do think that I can do something about it. For one, I think mentally it'll just be better for me to be back in the shape that I was pre-pregnancy. Two, I now have this massive fear of dying, because I'm like, who's gonna take care of Archie? He's not gonna have any siblings. Like, postpartum came with so much anxiety about, I could go into a whole video about that. But yeah, I really was not scared of dying that much before Archie. It was just kind of like, well, if it's my time, it's my time, like sayonara. But now I just worry, like, yeah, I just worry about him. I don't want him to be without a mom. I don't want Vince to be a single dad. All that to say, I would like to just overall be healthier so that I can be healthy for Archie. And I'm trying to get, you know, my husband to have a healthier lifestyle. He is just crazy with the sweets though. Like, I'll literally be in bed and then I wake up at like 1 a.m. and I can hear like wrappers and crunching, and he's just like going to town in his little snack box. So I just hope that one day he wants to pick up a healthier lifestyle for himself, not because I feel like he needs to look any different. It has nothing to do with that. I just want him to be healthy for himself and for Archie. Yeah, I think maybe once a month I'm gonna try and fast. Ideally, I'd love to do one 48-hour fast every month, but now that I am in it, I don't have as much faith in myself because all I'm thinking about is a Big Mac. I want a Big Mac, and I want French fries, and I want sweet and sour sauce. I'm just so freaking hungry. I'm starving, and I've just been in such a bad mood today, and I'm so rambly. Also, I'm off my meds. I'm off my mental health meds. Why? I ran out. My doctor said, so Archie had a doctor's appointment because he's got like eczema on his leg, and I was already there, so I'm like, oh, can you just like refill my prescription? He's like, oh, you actually have to like schedule an appointment, and like literally it's the same thing every month. He just asks like how am I feeling, and should I just prescribe you the same dosage? And it's just annoying to have to like do a whole appointment just to refill medications that I've been on for almost 6 years now. So, you know, I was like, maybe this is a sign that I just get off my meds. So here we are. The next one I'm gonna repot is my Narrow Pally Self. This is the one that I'm keeping. I think I kept 2, or no, maybe it's just this one. Then I sold the other 2. But yeah, this is just way too small now. It dries out really fast, and now that it's gaining some size, I just want to get it into the best shape possible. I'm not gonna reuse this soil though. When I got on meds in 2020, it was never my intention to stay on it for life. I accepted the fact if I had to, and like I just wasn't well without meds, but I always said that if I felt well enough mentally, I would try to get off of it, and I've never felt more ready than I do now, so I just thought that it was a good time to try. And so far it's been okay. The only side effect that I've had are headaches, and that's been kind of alleviated with taking Tylenol or ibuprofen. But I haven't needed to take it for the last 2 days, which is great, because obviously I don't want to have to take those all the time. One sort of lingering effect is that I'll wake up I have a hard time falling asleep because I feel really restless, I feel anxious, and I feel like out of breath, like I'm about to have a panic attack, but it's not. Like I am so well versed in how my body reacts when it's like about to have a full-blown panic attack, and it's not that. Yeah, I feel okay. I feel good. I just need to work out the kinks with sleep, but I do think that I'm gonna start taking gummies again, if you know what I mean. It is legal here in Canada, so don't think I'm like doing anything sketchy, because that really did help me sleep. I was doing it a lot, almost nightly before I had Archie, and then I stopped obviously when I got pregnant, but it just, yeah, it helped me sleep so much. And it doesn't put me in a state of sleep like a sleeping pill does. So, you know, might try that again to help with sleep, but it's not so much an issue that I'm like considering getting back on meds. I do think I can manage it. I've, you know, been dealing with panic attacks since I was, I think, 19. I had my first one at 19. So, you know, I know the song and dance. I know what to do when it happens. It just sucks to be like, so 1, taking a much longer time to fall asleep, and then 2, waking up after I'd been asleep and it's like 2, 3 in the morning, and then I can't get back to bed for like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. And it's not like I'm on my phone, like stimulating my mind. Like I really try to not be on my phone. I will do things, I'll get up, I'll drink like cold water, I'll like take a lap around the apartment, do some stretches, like anything to kind of get my mind out of that state that it's in, of being like in a funk. Sometimes I try sleeping completely upright, which is not very comfortable, but you know, it does help. But yeah, that's where I am with the meds, and overall just am feeling, why am I putting it in the same exact pot size that it came out of? What a ding dong. I think we can go with this size, and it's already got one of those mesh nets. I am out of everything. I'm out of perlite, I'm out of fir bark, I'm out of, what else? Fir bark, perlite. What else do I put in my soil? I guess that's all I need. That's what I'm out of. But yeah, I guess I can't really repot anymore because this is all I have left that have amendments in it. I am seeing Jing on Sunday though. Me, her, and Ellis got a big bag of perlite that we always split, so I'll be able to get my share. What else? Life. Yeah, I am doing good in my new gig. I am loving it. I love it so much. I really do. And I'm, like I mentioned, I'm doing another wedding in about 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? I think it's 2 weeks from now. I don't know why I feel so nervous for this one. I don't know if it's because it's my first out of town wedding, and I just feel like the stakes are so high because it's literally at the Fairmont in Whistler. Beautiful, beautiful venue. The guest list is bigger than, you know, the other wedding that I did, and I just feel so much pressure. The bride is so nice though, like you could tell she's like very chill. She's like, yeah, whatever, like whatever you want to do, like, you know, like I trust you, I love your style. And it's always great to like have someone that allows you that creative freedom, but at the same time there's just so much that rides on like filming a wedding. You just really can't make mistakes because you can't take it back. And I'm honestly doing a 2-person job. I just don't want to work with anyone else. I don't trust, frankly, I don't trust anyone to do it. And so I'm just gonna try and do it by myself. But you know, it is what it is. I have faith in myself. I am hyping myself up. I have invested way too much into this career, like literally financially. So I just need to hype myself up, and I need to believe in myself. But yeah, it's going really good. Like I'm not only doing weddings, but I'm doing like small business stuff, working with a real estate company too. Like it's just really, it's a different thing every day, which is awesome. I'm hoping to do more family things by next year. Like this year I wanted to offer doing like mini home sessions where it's like a video instead of just photos. Like I do take some photos, but then doing video too. But I have so much going on in December that I just can't like commit to it. So maybe next year I'll be in a better place, and hopefully by then Archie will have a nanny a few days a week, an in-home nanny. And then I'll have some time during the week to breathe and like, you know, work uninterrupted, film more. Done and done. And yeah, it'll be good. It will be really great. I've got all these like little seedlings, but that just does not seem fun. I don't want to do that. What other life stuff do I have going on? Honestly, it's just been a lot of quality family time because that is really all I care about at this point is my family. I've really been dialing back the time I spend with friends, and I don't say that as like tea or anything. It's just right now my priority is my family, and I think a lot of things have come into perspective for me about who I give my time to because my time now, especially now, it's so much more valuable than it was before. And I just don't have the mental capacity to invest myself into things that, I don't know, they're just not worth it anymore. It's just not a priority for me right now. And I think that any good friend would understand when you have to dial it back. But you know, they're always very understanding when we do see each other, and like when I am able to get together with like a girlfriend or something, it's always so nice, and I know that I need it. But right now I'm the happiest when I'm at home or with my family in California, and that's really all I want right now. God, this lighting is so bad. The overhead lighting, why didn't you guys tell me if I turn it off? Okay. All you can see is the ring light on my glasses, but that's okay. What else? I just want to keep going. Maybe something that's in pon. I'll just like reuse all of this pon that I have. This Maharani probably needs a bigger pot now, but I'm also kind of scared to touch it. Like, I feel like that's when you go wrong with alocasias, is when you mess with them too much. But nothing else is in pon that really needs to be repotted. I guess I could do this Portier Carla, although it's not root bound. Like, it doesn't really need a new pot. I've got seedlings. I just want to save that for, I want to do like a specific anthurium repot, because I know a lot of people here don't want to see anthurium content, so I want to just I want to put it all into one video so that they know like this is an anthurium video, and like maybe I don't want to watch it, or maybe I do want to watch it, because there are some people that only watch my anthurium content here. I have nothing to repot. That's kind of crazy, but like this is where I wanted to be. Like this is what I wanted. I wanted to not have too many things that I needed to like desperately do. Not that nothing can be repotted, but there are like all of these that need to be repotted I'm saving for one video. So what about I show you some highlights? Okay, wait, hold on. Going back to what I said, I don't want anyone thinking that there's any tea, bad blood. There's like literally no drama in my life. It's not about that at all. It's just my priorities have shifted and changed, and that's where I just feel like I need to be focusing on my family right now, with Archie about to turn 2, not 2, he's like 1.5, but you know, Archie is like just growing into like a full-blown kid every day. My grandpa being sick, just everyone getting older, like there's all of this other family stuff going on in my life that I do not want to talk about online. So I just want all of my time to go into my family and into myself, meaning my new career, into supporting my family, into, I don't know, being a stay-at-home mom, I guess, I don't know. Things are just different. That is what I want to be doing right now. But don't take it as like I never see my friends, you know, like I still go to all of my, you know, friends' kids' birthday parties. Like me and Vince will get together sometimes with our other parent friends. I'm seeing Jing and Alice on Sunday. Like, it's not like I'm just completely withdrawing from everyone. It's just I'm not making it a priority to go out and have these social interactions. But, you know, they come and then they go, and that's where we're at. So, shall I just show you some plants before I peace out for the night and see you in 2 weeks? Sure. Okay. First things first, this variegated black velvet from my friend Katie has turned into something I could have never imagined. I just really thought I wasn't going to get super lucky with, you know, a variegated alocasia, just because I don't really have a lot of luck with variegated plants. And it's proven me wrong for sure. It's already given me one corm. I can see another one popping out here, but they actually started selling these in our local stores. I kid you not. I don't know how much they are, but someone went to one of our biggest like nurseries here, and yeah, there's like a whole table of variegated black velvets, which is kind of crazy. I think it was probably like $29. But anyway, I'm propagating a corm. I don't know if there's gonna be variegation yet. I can see a few others popping up here. Actually, I can kind of see a lot. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see 4 corms starting to push upward. So very exciting. Not even just for like selling reasons, but for I just want it to be a big bushy pot. Dude, why are fungus not so freaking fast? But it's beautiful. Like it's very, very pink. So I'm hoping that some more green comes back, because it started really green and now it's going really pink, which is beautiful. But at the same time, it's kind of scary because I don't want it to go too much on the variegated side, because that's where it goes wrong. I've got this little grimace in the pot that Alice made me for good luck, just keeping it company. And yeah, that's that. What else is kind of exciting at the moment? My Spiritus Sancti. I don't think people realize how happy I am to have this plant. I still think it's one of my all-time favorite longleaf philodendrons. I know the hype has worn off. It was never about the hype for me. There's a lot of hyped plants that I've never felt the desire to own. This was always one that the second I laid my eyes on it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need to have you now. And then I saw the price tag on them. It was like, that's when like little cuttings were still like a couple thousand. But yeah, I'm just smitten, because look at the leaves. They're getting so long and they're getting nice and skinny, because when it was a really young plant, the leaves were actually pretty wide. Like the one that came before this was like out here, like it was really thick. So I was like, oh, maybe I got one that just not as thin, but she's slimming down. So all is looking good. Okay, who else? Oh, look at this new plant that I got. It's like a bunny ear succulent. I did buy one of these from a store. I'm not going to name the shop, but I bought one of these from them. The shipping was absolutely atrocious. It arrived dead as expected. So when this one popped up locally, I had to grab it really quick. So one thing that I didn't know about this plant, which I'm kind of sad about, is that it's one of those, not what word am I looking for, where it like dies back in the summer and it goes dormant, and it's just completely leafless, and then it comes back in like the fall winter, which sucks, because I thought that I was gonna have a plant year round that looked like this. But you know, I guess it's also exciting to see new growth come in. But yeah, it's really, really cute. It kind of reminds me of my chrysanthemums. Am I making that? Not Drosera, chrysanthemum. It reminds me of this one. You know, these fun little guys that I have, because it has that texture of being like very dewy and like wet. When I showed Vince this, he's like, oh, is it wet? And I'm like, that's what she said. Hello? Yeah, very, very similar in like the texture, but it fit in this pot perfectly. I always like wanted to put something in here, but like nothing would ever fit. And then the girl was like, oh, I just repotted it, so like I wouldn't touch it for like 3 years at least. Okay, I'm not gonna try to take it out, but I shoved it in there and it fits like a glove. Oh, I know what I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I cannot tell you where I got this from, unfortunately, because the seller has asked to stay anonymous. So this is a Nephthyitis poissonii. It reminds me a lot of the Diabloense, and this person had a really, really big one that they showed me a picture of, and I was like in love. I was like, I need a cutting of that plant because it's like the Diabloense, but with so much more texture. It's so cool. I just love this shape of leaf. I'm really into it because it really does look very sinister, and you know me, I'm just like all about the spooky vibes. So this was a stump for so long, and I thought it was gonna die. I cleaned up the stem because it was just not looking good. The bottom had rotted a bit, but yeah, I chopped it, I scraped the crap out of it, I dunked it in hydrogen peroxide for 2 days. I stuck it into pond because it was in soil, and put it in a prop box, and I guess that's exactly what she needed. I don't think I have any more highlights to show you. They're all in Therium, and I'm not doing that right now. So I'm gonna do an Anthurium heavy video within the next few weeks. So if you have any questions or whatever that you want to send through, although I think I'm gonna do another Am I the A-hole episode with like a repot chat type of situation. I don't think today's video was as cozy as I had planned for. Buddy, okay, and we're moving, and we're on the go. Nope, no, that's a no-no. Ooh. Ah. But I think I just have to accept that I'm not a cozy kind of person. It's not my personality. It's not my style. But I tried, you know, it was a rainy day, it was cold, just felt like a cozy plant care day. But I think it was more of just like a chaotic plant care day. But I am happy I got a lot done. I can chill out for a week now. I do have to water a little bit in here, but I'm pretty good. I put myself in a good place. We're focusing on the positive, and that's all that matters. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.